What is up, guys? MPC here. So, a day or two ago, I got a request to make a Chad slash beta character tier list. So how this is going to work is we're going to rank characters based on how Chad that character is in the game, and how Chad people who play the character are. Water break there, sorry. Now, before we start, I just want you to know I'm extremely salty right now because I finished recording this entire video, and then when I went to export, I replaced the whole fucking video with the export file, and I didn't export it, so I'm a little retarded. So that being said, we're redoing this again. Hopefully it'll be faster than last time, and I'll be more salty making this, so maybe it will be better. Okay, so we're going to start from the bottom here to the top. I know a lot of people like to start from the top to the bottom, but we're going to start here because you know. So first off, I'm going to put Leroy to the side here, only because obviously as a character he's an absolute Chad, no question about it. But we don't know the players who will play Leroy yet. Will they be Chads or will they be betas? That's something we need to see in the future, but we'll apply that accordingly when we get info on that. Now, Zafina as a character is quite a Chad, and that's because she's on some MILF shit, as you can tell, and she a kinky motherfucker. I mean, you know that, what's it called, spider stance or something? Ooh boy, that will feel good. You know, she's got experience riding dick, and that's a very good trait to have as a female fighter. And one thing I should add, female characters are called Stacies, and while they don't have dicks, we'll rank them by how much control they have over the other person they're fucking. So they like control everything, like fucking the person, then that's more Chad. But if they're just taking it in the hole, then they'll be beta. But in Zafina's case, she definitely does some freaky shit, so definitely character-wise. The question is player-wise, is she beta or is she, or the people Chad who play her? And I'm going to say they're pretty Chad. I don't know too many Zafina mains besides like Yu, I think her name is. But yeah, we'll put it there. This one doesn't need explanation. Negan, he's an absolute Chad as a person, and as a player, people who made Negan just have really big dicks. I don't really need to explain that one. Julia, on the other hand, there's quite some clout with Julia players, I'll give them that. Not too much, but no one's talking shit about Julia except her personality as a Twitch thought really fucking hurts her quite a lot, because you know, if I learned anything from life, and it's the quote, if she breathes, she's a thought, and that's basically Julia for you in Tekken 7. Armor King is a homie. He's an absolute Chad, no question about it. The question is the players, and personally, I, as an Armor King main, will unfortunately have to say Armor King players are quite beta, and I like to, the similarity of an Armor King player would be like that dude who has a really big truck or a Ferrari. Like, that looks cool at first, but then when you like realize their dick is really small, it's kind of like, ooh. So that's applying to the players, not necessarily Armor King himself. So I think right around here is the best place to put him. Marnock, on the other hand, For player-wise, I'm gonna put him right around here because you got homies like King J and Joey Fury. However, character-wise, I think Marduk's on some gay shit. And the reason is because if you look at some of his quotes, his most iconic quote is, he gets angry and he's like, I'll suck your dick. So I think that's a really gay thing. I mean, I don't know any, like, nowadays, but, hold on. Fuck. Okay. But yeah, it's like, he says a lot of gay stuff, and if you look at Rule 34, you'll be quite traumatized. So yeah, don't look at Rule 34 for Marduk. That's a mistake. And yeah, he did fuck Anna, I guess, in Tekken 5, but I mean, I feel like he's the type to rape her while she has a strap on. Meaning he was riding a strap on the whole time, which is a little, not fruity, but pretty beta. Anna, speaking of Anna, if she wanted to swallow and rip off someone's dick with her anus, she would easily be able to do that. The question is, player-wise, I don't think there's any beef with Anna players, so they're pretty up there. I'd say right around there is a good place to have a Anna main as well as Anna herself. Lei Wulong, as a character, is kind of obnoxious. I mean, he's got some funny memes. He yells and says dumb shit, right? But that's not really a Chad thing. That's kind of a pussy thing. But player-wise, are also, I think this is a good spot for Lei Wulong. We all know the story of Lei's complaining about a bunch of fruity shit, and they kind of on some dumb shit. Unless your name is like Shuriken or Pepper Beef Too Spicy, those guys. We're not counting those guys. We're counting every other whiny motherfucker, and no one plays them. I don't like fighting him. I don't think anyone likes fighting him, unless they're a Lei player. I mean, let's be real. Noctis, as a character, can definitely go around here. And unless you're memeing hardcore, maining Noctis will put you right around here. That shouldn't really have to. Oh yeah, right there. That doesn't really need to be explained that much, but it's like, what are you gonna fucking do about it? Geese Howard, while people who play him are definitely cowards, at least back in Season 2, I'd say Geese as a character is definitely a Chad. I mean, the boss of Fatal Fury and all that Gucci shit, been a pimp, ever since. So, you gotta give him that clout. And I'm gonna make him less of a beta, only because, a lot of beta tier whores who played Geese went to Akuma, right? So we gotta give him the benefit of the doubt there. But the damage is definitely done. This one's easy. That shouldn't need to be explained. You know who you are. You're pretty much one of the worst types of people I've ever seen, unless you're ranked Chu, of course. But otherwise, I don't think anyone should respect a bear player. I think we should beat them. Is the better option. But I only base my opinion off of statistical evidence. You can base yours off, invalid opinions if you want, right? Li Chaolang. People who play Li Chaolang are definitely Chads. That's a no-brainer. Execution's hard. You gotta have pretty big dick energy to pull off all his bullshit. But if we look at Li himself, he's kind of a beta. Now you might be like, what? No, he's the rich motherfucker, right? Well, true, but then you gotta look at his Tekken 4 ending, Tekken Tag 1, and Tekken Tag 2. What happened in those? Well, in Tekken 4, he got spanked by his own machine. Why would you program... It's not very Chad, all I'm saying is to program a machine that can spank you. I mean, my opinion, that's pretty beta. And also, Lee is the only character to get spanked by Heihachi in Tekken Tag 1 and in Tekken Tag 2, along with Jin and Kazuya. But that's only Tekken Tag 2. So Lee can be spanked in more ways than any other character. So that's pretty fucking beta. Chads don't get spanked, really. Miguel players. Miguel players are kind of the saltiest motherfuckers on the planet, or at least in Tekken. And that's always because for some reason they have like a stick in their ass for some reason. And that alone is pretty beta. But then how Chad is the character, Miguel's pretty chatty. He's not Armor King swag or Geese swag necessarily, or even Negan swag, God forbid. But if Miguel players like loosened or decided to tighten their buttholes for once in their life, then he wouldn't be where he is on this list. Eliza is one of the biggest thoughts in Tekken history. I didn't think a thought this bad would be a thing, but I'm completely wrong. Chad-wise for character, she's up there. She can definitely give you probably if not the best vampire head, or the best head out of the entire cast. And she's got like those fangs or whatever, and it's gonna be good. She can suck, is what my point is. And she's got a ginormous ass, which is perfect for sticking your dick in. So, that's great, but does that benefit the level the players are at? Absolutely not. Most Eliza players are pretty beta. They definitely are on all fours, definitely having something in their butt, whether it be a person's finger, another dick, or even 3 dicks. Eliza players definitely just have a common tendency to put things inside their ass. I mean, yeah, more than Miguel players by far. No one cares about this character. I certainly don't. I don't even know who plays this character. They're just a fucking obnoxious online. You know what? I'll do you a favor. We'll put it there because I don't know her as a character. I mean, just bring back the guy from the vampire movie, please. Eddie Gordo players are classic for being beta players. Definitely playing a cheap piece of shit who only can skank. However, we do have to give a benefit of the doubt to Eddie players, as they aren't the cancer they were back in the day. Now the question is he a Chad character-wise? Not really, but he's not really a beta like Gay Wudong here. So I think he's a little bit of a beta, but I think that's perfect, right? Lucky Chloe as a character, a good analogy can be used to describe Lucky Chloe, and that's the Filthy Frank one, where she's the equivalent to a Apple computer, looks good, is expensive, and really stupid, and couldn't give you any sort of head without her jaw hurting. So definitely right there, but I gotta give the benefit of the doubt. Lucky Chloe players are pretty epic, so I think right there is pretty good. Marduk's a little more gay boy than that. No one really mains this character besides Porkchop, and I have heard reports of Porkchop saying he would play Bruce in a heartbeat if he came back. So, assuming that, like, imagining Bruce coming back, we're gonna have to put Josie definitely right around here. And character-wise, she's the type to always be moaning about some fucking bullshit. Whether something in her or not, she's always fucking bitching about something, man. I mean, look at her intros and outros, like, Jesus Christ. Shaheen is whack, because I don't know where the fuck to put him either. Like, and player-wise, they don't be pulling off any dumb shit. And character-wise, no one really knows much about him. And no one really gives a fuck about him. But, you know, I don't think he's anything. He's just vanilla. So we'll let him be chill. Claudio mains, and Claudio himself. Claudio's pretty fucking Chad. You know, with those JoJo-ass stances, you know, where he's, like, sticking his hands out and everything. You know, pretty epic. But, what he reminds me of, there's two things that come off the top of my head when I think of Claudio. Hotcakes and JoJo fans. And we all know the old saying that JoJo fans suck unseen cocks. So I'm going to have to put him right around here. Little four-way triangle there. Now this one's easy. Gigas definitely requires big dick energy to play. And he's under that little like thing between his crotch. Definitely is a massive red rocket. Absolutely ginormous in there. It's just really tucked in, so I wouldn't try and penetrate Gigas, even though he's dummy thick. No matter what, you're gonna find yourself on all fours. Maybe Negan can combat that, but I don't know. Kazumi as a character is kind of in the middle. No one, like, she hasn't done anything wrong. The only problem is the player base, or people who play. Kazumi shouldn't have any sort of respect, and they definitely don't have any sort of integrity. That's for sure. And what else about? Oh, the biggest problem with Kazumi mates is not necessarily the fact that she was tier horrid in season 2, but the fact that the way you have to play her is absolutely cancer. You know, poke, run like a little bitch, poke, run away like a little bitch, repeat the process. So that type of playstyle is absolutely unexcusable and should be frowned upon. So we definitely have to see them as the biggest betas I've ever seen. Especially on infinite stages, good fucking god. Katarina mains, player-wise, they're definitely stupid-ass motherfuckers on some goofy-ass shit. And they definitely don't use their dick. They definitely are wide receivers, that's for sure. And she's not really beta. Katarina's not a beta, but she's not Chad like anyone else. Josephina's Chad. But the question is, what about the player base? You know, sorry, I'm really salty and retarded. I should have mentioned that earlier on in the video, but here we are. The best way to describe Katarina as a character is using the Filthy Frank analogy again, and that is you can just like she's the equivalent of a Windows PC, except she looks good, and she gives probably pretty good head, I can imagine, and is pretty thick. And she's busty, but like, whatever. But like, she's like a nice Windows computer. But you're probably going to get a virus, is the point I'm trying to say, if you try anything with this chick. I mean, that should be common knowledge. Now this one's easy. you can't have a Chad tier list without Chad 7. Jag players they have no beef. They ain't pulling off any dumb shit. And you got homeboys like Anakin swagging out 3rd place at Evo and all that. So, Jack players are chilling, and I think that one's pretty fucking accurate. Now I'm gonna break a lot of hearts with this one, which is really sad. And I don't want to do this, believe me. But when I look at the statistical evidence, Armor King players are pretty chat, right? Big Dick Energy, Little Majin, Big Dick Energy, Puma. But, oh god, the Rule 34. Let me tell you, man, it hurts. I'm gonna put Leo low up there. Being spanked isn't that bad, but let me tell you, man. If you, not the recent stuff. I went to go do some recent data researching on Rule 34 King, and the recent stuff he is redeemable. I'll give him that, but if you look at everything else, it hurts. It breaks my heart. It absolutely breaks my heart. And, I got no problem with whatever your sexual preference is, but for my boy King, oh, it hurts. I don't even recommend you looking it up. Yoshimitsu, as a character, is pretty cash money, right? Classic, iconic, fucking your bitch. But the ironic part is when you look at a Yoshi player, they're more like right here. Perfect. They definitely are what I like to call cum skeeters and dick eaters. They're one of the worst type of people you'll ever meet in a game. And there's just very few reasons to like Yoshi main. I don't think I should need to explain that one that much, but it's a heartbreaker. It's a tearjerker, right? Leo. So this one's gonna be interesting. So right off the bat, we're gonna have to put her right here. Now, unless your name is Wayne Gamble, which none of you are watching this video, first off, people who play Leo, let's start with the character. Whether or not you think Leo is a boy or girl, you need to understand he's had a cock in his mouth. No question. Whether or not male, female, definitely a bottom receiver. And definitely whines more like a little bitch than even probably Josie does, which I'll put down more. And now the players. The players are probably the equivalent to a flat earther when it comes to Chadness. They basically have this illusion in their head where they think a cute looking male is a female. Or they think a tranny, like an ugly one's a female. And, believe whatever you want, but when you look at the statistics on Leo, first off, he can grow a fucking beard. Like a goatee. Like, if that isn't... And, like, females, yeah, they can grow facial hair, but not like the one Leo has in Tekken 7. That shit is a man beard. That is a boy, manly-ass fucking facial hair. No question about it. And you can also look at Main Man Squeeze's video on why Leo is rocking a dick, a little one. And, it's just like, some people will bitch about or say in defense of Leo being a girl that, oh, he had a bikini in Tag 2. And there's a mod to give Leo a bikini. Okay, true, but I could also put Marlock in a bikini and or turn him into a girl, right? Through mods. And technically, I could put, if I were making Tag 2, I could put him in a, in a little girl skirt, right? And, that could be possible. But what's not possible is a Kazumi having a beard. Just like Leo scientifically can't be a girl. I mean, Leo, people who think Leo's a girl are like flat earthers. They're just so in denial, it's hilarious. But for this tier list, we need to get the facts straight. Just get that fat fucking cock out of your ass before you have an argument with someone, please. Love of God. Lei. Fang Wei. Dang Wei. Whatever you want to call him. Harada does play Fang Wei, which is one thing I need to point out, which I didn't last time I recorded this. But if we look at how to play Fang Wei, there's not much respect that can be given. The disgusting evasion, your whack-ass strings. I mean, he's not terrible, but there's nothing likable about him to fight against. And then character-wise, he's probably pretty bad. One way to, the reason I put him here is because he's kind of he kills old men and beats up little girls. Asuka Kazama. I mean, she's not a little girl, but she's a high school girl. And as far as I know, Fang Wei kills old men and beats up high school girls. So I personally look down upon that. I don't know where you stand on that, but if I had a child rapist in this tier list, I'd put him as a beta because I don't respect child molesters or people who beat up school children. It's just not cool. Ling Xiao Yu can be described in 4 words. And those 4 words are, she wants Jin's cock. So right off the bat, that's hella beta to want anyone's dick. The alpha Chad version of something gay would be wanting that ass, right? And that can also be applied for straight people wanting, Lucky Chloe ass or wanting Kazumi ass, right? So the alpha part can be applied to both straight and gay, but she wants dick. She definitely wants it. She wants Jin's small weenie. So that's straight up beta. And you have players like Tanukana, I think I said that right, and used to be Uyu, and P Ling. So those guys are Chads, but most Ling players, oof, not really. Sorry, I don't like these triangles I'm fucking putting here. Notice I have all these autistic, everything's a fucking triangle and it's kind of triggering me. Yeah, it's better. Asuka is something, the best, okay, let me try that again. Sorry, my autism's kicking in. The best way to describe Asuka is a unicorn. Now, why a unicorn? The reason I call her a unicorn is because she's a hot-looking tomboy. Those things you'll find in life just don't come together. You might only see those in photoshopped images or in porn. So that type of dream of a thoughty tomboy just doesn't exist. So Chad White would have to put her here. But people who play Asuka are pretty fucking oonga boonga. So we're gonna have to put her right around here. Armor Kings are less beta than that. Right there. So, yeah, not much big dick energy going into Asuka players. And you know, if we talk about clapping Asuka, she's got some dummy thick cheeks, right? And that's pretty thick. She'll give you a pretty good head, right? Lily is the equivalent of Lucky Chloe when it comes to character-wise. But people who play Lily are like right around here. And the reason is because half the time these are the motherfuckers who are posting like they're the ones always with these fucking gay-ass fucking mods, right? These lewd-ass mods. And they're probably the ones spamming Tekken 7's like Steam artwork forms of a bunch of whack-ass shit. So, I mean, come on, guys. Just fucking play the game. Do me a favor. Nina, as a character, is pretty Chad. But they're the closest thing. She's not that Chad, but they're the closest thing to. Nina players are the closest thing to an SJW. You know, if you start like talking shit about Nina, they'll whine like little bitches about it. Like they'll get triggered, and then they'll go like hold on. That you'll hear a pop noise, which is the dick coming out of their mouth. Like they'll be like swallowing a seed, and then they hear that, and they're like, "Did you just assume my fucking character?" You know, some autistic shit like that. I don't fucking know. Steve, if we were talking Tag 2 player-wise, he'd be right around here. He was just fucking a cancer or a tumor in tournaments. But ever since they made him specialize, he's definitely gotten some clout back. Like, a lot more than many characters should, in my opinion. And character-wise, he's not really a Chad, but he's anything but a beta. So we'll put him right there. I think that's a good place to put Steve. Brian takes a lot of big dick energy to play. But the question is, character-wise, he's pretty fucking Chad. I mean, if you try and fuck this guy, you will definitely find yourself turned around on all fours and dead. Like, he will fuck you while you're fucking bleeding out. I'm not fucking joking. And he's probably got a robot cock, so that's, ooh, God. Metal in your ass. Don't know anyone, don't want to know what that sounds like. Horang players, let me know what that feels like in the comments. Bob is kind of like the Wendy's meme. It was never really funny when it came out, and now we have to be stuck with that meme forever. So, kind of lame. And yeah, player-wise, PewDiePie did play Bob, that's true. But like, yes. Every time I meet a fucking Bob, they just want to jerk off in my face. And it's like, homie, I'm not on that gay shit, so fucking... Wait, that's Chad. Oh, my bad. No, your fucking place. Law has some Chads backing him up. You got Double and Rip. That's some big dick energy, definitely. But as a character, he's pretty fucking... He's like the bottom... Like if Bruce Lee was a bottom. It's the best way to describe your boy Law here. I mean, every time, whether he's taking a dick up his ass or fucking someone, he's screaming like a little bitch. Way more than Lei Wulong. I mean, he's got that Bruce Lee shit for him, but like, you know, I don't want to hear someone go every fucking 2 seconds, right? Now, your boy Paul is my other main, probably my first main. But the question is, where do you put him? Paul's a pretty Chad character. He's not like a uber Chad character, but you're not gonna be like bullied on, like, you know, hold on, fuck. He's not taking any dicks in his hole, is what I'm trying to say. As for Paul players, they don't take dick either. They are just more, they more have mental issues. You know, a lot of them suffer from things like autism and clinical retardation. So it's like half the time they're just too retarded to even put a dick in their ass. So because of the mental disabilities, we're going to have to put Paul here, which is really unfortunate. Draganov's a pretty Chad character. Only problem is it's season 3 now, and that wall carry's fucking disgusting. And if that means all the tier whores are coming back, ooh, yeah, that's gonna hurt. I mean, I don't want to go back to season 1 Dino. That was bleh. BJ? More like BJ, but if we're being legit here, they're kind of in the middle. They're not really Chad or Beta player-wise, but he's just fucking Jin, who I'm gonna get into later. So we're gonna have to put him here. Yeah, you got like cooldowns, but you're gonna notice something soon. Oh boy, where do I put you? Oh, easy. Now, unless your name is Speed Kicks or insert pro player name, or K-Wiz, yeah, you know, homie. Yeah, I have no reason to respect you. You're pretty much one of the worst type of players, you know, in the fighting game industry and just, you know, in general. You know, at this point, if you find yourself maining Horain, just do yourself a favor and twist your neck all the way until you see black. Another quote by Filthy Frank, because it is relevant to you guys. Alyssa, character-wise, was programmed to get fucked in the ass by an old man. So that kind of right off the bat's a little fruity. Well, it's, I mean, straight, but it's beta, is my point. And people who play Alyssa mainly are just not very people you shouldn't really give any respect to, you know? They love to fucking use those fucking gay-ass taunts of theirs, and they love stepping on your toes, and most of them are fucking weebs, so that really hurts. That really hurts. Yeah, you belong there. It's just, there's no reason to, you know, like a obnoxious anime weeaboo. Like, you could be a weeaboo, but just don't be an Alyssa main. That's what I'm trying to say. Lars takes a lot of big dick energy, definitely, to play. He now clapping Alyssa, definitely. But he's kind of a vanilla white boy. He doesn't got that much big dick energy. He ain't BJ Fury or Nige. So, I think right around there is a perfect spot for... Because I think Lee takes more skill than Lars. But you get my point. Big dick energy right around here. I'm going to do the community a huge favor and just put him, like, right here. Ever since the tier whoring has been Akuma players have been a chronic cancer lately that has been spreading uncontrollably. Literally. I mean, what was that one tournament? It had like fucking 6 Akumas in top 8. That's yikes. Now this one, I'm going to have no regrets. Unless your name is Cherry Berry Mango or Run It Black, I have no reason to respect you. You don't key charge as much as Kuma players, but if there's one character or type of main that for some reason be talking mad shit for absolutely no reason, it's definitely your boy Jin. Those motherfuckers always be talking on some gay shit, man. And they're also emo as fuck, so we honestly have fucking whoring and virgin. Yeah, literally. Virgin. It's in his name. I mean, there's just no qualities to make him alpha, so these two are going to be kissing. And you know, yeah, Ling Xiaoyu wants his cock. That's true, but it's really small, and we all know he really wants this motherfucker here. Kazuya takes a lot of big dick energy to play. A lot. But what hurts, and character-wise, he's a total Chad. But we're gonna have to lose some points here because, like Jin mains, they be talking mad shit for no reason. And most Kazuya mains, 99% of them, are the equivalents to Deku from My Hero Academia. To give you a little context, if you don't know what I'm saying, All Might is this kind of teacher character who like guides Deku in the show, and he also really wants All Might's dick. So you know, if main man Sui is All Might, then 99% of Kazuya mains want main man's dick. Now, I play Kazuya a lot, but the reason I started playing Kazuya was because I thought he was an epic meme in Tekken 1. I mean, you should look at that motherfucker's face in Tekken 1. It is double S tier. And then you got, last but not least, Heihachi, otherwise known as Dr. Wily. Because he's basically Dr. Wily, he's definitely an uber Chad. And the people who play him are pretty fucking Chad. I mean, not too much. They don't really be talking dumb shit, and you know, it's always swag money to see Heihachi. Okay, so hopefully I did that quicker this time. Thank fucking God. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Leave a dislike or downvote, whatever you're watching this on, and be sure to report the video for whatever you wanted to report it for, and yeah, thank you guys for suffering through this awful video. I don't even know why you watched this. You're not going to get these 43 minutes back, man.